Well, 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 welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait, there is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Welcome everyone. As again, we're short cast members, close to the end of our Tomb of Annihilation game. So we're going to bring to you another episode of Gunsnakes, led by our very own DM Dave. No, not that one.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you also to Good Devil, to be and Not Too Shabby for joining us for Gunsnakes Mission 2. We're going to start off by dealing... Not Shakes. Shakes isn't here.
Shakes may or may not have ever made it off that space station. We don't know.
Oh, you're Shakes. You are Shakes on here, though. Me. Pop up. Anything pop up for you guys?
I'm not
seeing
anything.
Negatory.
Why did this work last week?
I don't know.
Are you on the correct layer?
I think so. My members aren't even showing up. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Recall. That's what we're going to do. Just going to drag them out here.
All right.
If we get any repeats from last week, we will not be using them. Oh, and now they're on the wrong layer, but I'll drop them. No. There we go. And okay. We have Not Too Shabby, King Cobra.
Okay. King Cobra.
Doobie, the Black Mamba. The Devil, the Anaconda.
What if I don't want none?
You have to go to a bakery.
You got buns on. So take a second, look over your habitat, your skills, your special ability. That's something you can use, but at a cost. It is going to cost you stress to use that every time you use it, more and more. And we used that last time.
Intimidation and excellent memory.
And if I wanted to like see this stuff, where would I be looking?
Oh, the Roll20 and the link in the.
Yeah. Where? And I don't have anything on there.
Really?
Oh, it's all the way on the left side of the screen. Should be.
Okay.
You
All right.
you might have to zoom out. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to zoom out.
Yeah. Hard to deal with the. All right. And of course, Nat, you are armed with the Uzi.
Of course.
Doobie with the grenade launcher.
Of course.
And Good Devil with the sniper rifle.
Makes sense.
And your bonus gun that anybody can swap into or out of at any time, as long as it's basically your extra gun. You can swap it out. The grapple gun.
Oh, utility.
Nice.
Which could come in handy this time around. As you are on a heist. Your heist crew has reunited for one last score. This time, you're snakes. Rob the bank and make a clean getaway.
Playing for keeps.
So, it's for keeps this time. Any volume on that? Like, I can't tell. Oh yeah, it's in there a little bit. All right. Not too shabby. What's your King Cobra's, or what's your code name?
Oh man, let me think about that for a second.
Yeah, think about it. Tubi and Good Devil, and if anybody has a code name. Call sign.
I'll be the squisher.
Squisher. Good Devil the Squisher.
I'll be the squasher then.
This won't get confusing at all.
So it's the squisher and the squasher.
Hmm?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with man, I don't know how to follow that up.
All right, you can take a little time to think about it, and maybe if there's anybody in chat, they can have suggestions. But you are not here. This map is pasted up in your Heist HQ. You have a very basic knowledge of the outside of this bank, and you know it's going to be set up basically like a bank is. You've got one entrance out the front, a side entrance, one entrance at the front, a side entrance, and a back entrance near the drive-up ATM. Inside, personal banking, tellers, and a few rooms, offices that you're not quite sure what they are just yet. But that will be remedied soon enough, because the first portion of any good heist is, of course, recon. So we have the Squasher, the Squisher, and the nameless King
the squirter?
Cobra. The Squirter.
That's the best thing I can come up with.
The Squasher, the Squisher, and the Squirter back together. For how long has it been since you all did a heist?
Not long enough.
I always said the last one was going to be the last one for till I retire. This will be the last one for the old squisher there, boys. So make it count, because this time the squisher plays for keeps.
This is also the first time you've all seen each other since you became snakes.
Snakes. Why'd it have to be snakes?
All right, what is your plan for recon?
Is there so on the outside of the building, are there drain spouts that I could potentially wrap around and make it to the roof?
That's going to be the first thing you're going to have to go and reconnoiter.
Okay, good. I want to check out the people's patterns of like schedules and times.
For patterns and squasher.
I think probably look for a window to check out the main area, the inside of it. Trying to
Through window.
get a good layout of the room.
All right. So you all head out from your secret base, slithering along. Also, really briefly, or think about this while you're doing recon. What's your role? Why were you brought back for this heist?
Well, I got the guy with the rocket launcher. I feel like it has to be the explosives guy. That makes sense, right?
These
There for demo.
Demolition expert. Yep.
these guys tend to keep me around because even before being a snake, I could swallow anything whole.
We need something to carry all the money out with. I guess that's gonna make me the brains.
I love what a specific skill that is. But I can't think of a heist that wouldn't be improved by that guy.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at my
Okay.
stuff. I mean, intimidation, making people pledge fealty to me. I mean,
Yeah, if we're
Memory.
going by that, I guess mine would be like the muscle,
yeah,
being of everything.
being huge.
That's true. The squisher, you are huge. So it is going to be, I would say, fairly difficult to find a drain pipe that you're going to be that is going to be large enough for you to squeeze up and through. That is going to be a difficulty of 12.
Oof. Hmm. Can I add a D6 just for being huge? Because it wouldn't take me that long to get up the drain spout. Like,
Absolutely. That's a very good point.
like 18 foot.
18 foot. You basically, by the time your tail's in, the top is used out. So that's going to be 2d6. As of right now, it's still a long shot.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess we'll just go with it. All right. That's a 5, and that's a 3, so an 8.
Okay, so not a total failure. You're not going to take any stress from this. You find a drain pipe that is basically only big enough. You get your whole body in, and your head pokes out the top. You're not going to be able to move around up top here, but you have a high vantage point.
Ah, shit.
Which corner of the building would you like it to be on?
I'd like to be. Let's see. Can I ping on the map?
Could be if you click and hold.
Yeah. There we go. Like somewhere right there.
Okay. Yeah. So you're the inside corner.
Hmm.
What are you looking for now that you're up here?
Are there any like sunlights? The windows at the roof of a building.
Definitely skylights. I'll say there's one big skylight over the middle.
Nice.
And
There, I've added some fun images.
skylights.
Maybe I should add. I can add this music. I think I can add the music.
Yeah, so we have one big skylight in the middle of the personal banker area.
Along with that, is there, any, I don't know if I get more information being here, like, are there any ventilation systems, like AC, heating, something that would lead to the vents into the bank?
Yeah, there would absolutely be a vent. Just roll. I just need a 4 or higher
All right.
for you to determine which one is going to be safe for you to go through and which one might have some hazards.
Can I say natural habitat with swamps because I'm used to navigating sketchy territory?
Yeah, swamps are dangerous.
Yay. All right. That's a 4 total, 3 and a 1.
All right, that's a complete success. You see that one of these, just hidden the shadow, has a huge rotating fan. It's not rotating that quickly right now, but you think you would definitely have a hard time getting through.
Mhm.
That is the one that is just to the south, or right in front of you. You see big rotating fan. On the northern side of the building, you see a vent up here that you think would be fine.
Okay. And beyond that, are there like any electrical boxes up there? And I think that's all I can think of.
That's going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, no, you have knowledge of the man, even though you are a snake. So I say, yeah, that's still simple. That's a 5.
All right.
Maybe this wasn't quite your specialty.
I can't really justify anything from my skills or habitat, so all right. No, that's a 1.
Okay, but that's still there's no way to get a total failure from that.
Okay.
The rest of the stuff up here is just not you can't tell what anything else is.
All right, fair enough.
Maybe you're not used to your snake vision yet.
Makes sense. Which one? I guess I'll kind of just squish back down the drain.
While the squisher squishes himself back down through the drain, the squirter, where are you set up, watching for patterns?
Probably close to the front windows, so I can kind of see what everybody's doing.
All right. You are a pretty big snake, so it's going to be of an intermediate difficulty for you to get close without being spotted.
Okay.
I'm going to say a 10. I need a 10 for you to get close enough to get good info without being spotted.
Okay. You said a 10?
10.
Okay. So that's a 3, but I can use one. You said 1 stress to bump it up to a partial success?
Yeah, the first time you use your... Oh, yeah. Yeah, just 1 stress.
I will do that, so it's not a complete failure.
Okay.
It's too early for that.
All right. Guess we'll do that. That's fine. Squirter takes 1 point. You sort of get down low in some bushes that are out front. You're slithering through. you'll only get one piece of information before you hear somebody coming around the corner, and then they're like about to step on you. What kind of pattern are you most interested
Security
in
guards.
information about? All right. I'll say basically you make a quick lap of the building, and you notice there is a security guard on each of the 3 entrances.
Okay.
You see, where's my dang? Oh, you see they each have name badges on. One is Byron, one is Kevin, and one is Greg.
Okay.
Actually, here I'll say you're set out there long enough to notice you time it well enough so you catch a shift change. And the shift change starts from. I'm gonna pick it randomly. The shift change starts from this entrance on the left side. So for about a minute, you assume every hour, this left hand, or no, it would take about 2 minutes to do the whole shift change. This entrance is left unguarded.
Okay. And so there's access from that door from the outside, potentially?
Yes.
Where are the other 2 entrances?
Up here. Oops.
Okay.
Right above where it's labeled vestibule. And then down here around the corner from where the squisher was doing his recon, over near the drive-up lane, the drive-up ATM area.
Which one's the main entrance?
The main entrance is, and this is sort of a side entrance, and then this one in the back seems to be just a personnel entrance.
Gotcha.
Have 3 guards. Left entrance is guarded 2 minutes every hour.
I think our best method here is to get in, bar that shift change door, and make our exit through the back door, the drive-in door.
Well, I think one thing we haven't thought of is how we're getting the fuck away from all this.
All right, we should get a car. Does anybody have feet?
I'd had feet once.
I used to be an adventurer, and then I lost my feet.
Well, maybe if one person's controlling the wheel, maybe that'll work.
I can't lie to you. That was exactly what I was hoping was going to happen with this. That in my wildest dreams for the heist, it's 3 snakes driving a car.
I'm sorry. I have to make one. It's not a car. It's a van. It's gotta be a van.
I guess step one.
That makes sense.
A van.
It's not a heist unless we have a van. I mean, come on, guys. This isn't our first rodeo.
Right.
I just lose all of your.
What?
Oh.
Did you lose this?
Oh no, it's still there. Okay. No, I tried to select stuff and it just disappeared from my screen, like all of your snake cards. All right, the squasher. You are trying to get an idea of the main area of the bank.
Yes.
What's your in point for this? How are you?
I want to get a good view of the teller area, so we know like where the vault is, or we're kind of trying to get a good idea of where the vault might be back there.
All right. You're a pretty nimble
Mm-hmm.
snake. So you're gonna try to get up and see through a window.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's
it's gonna be an 8, a difficulty score of 8 to get any sort of good info from outside the bank.
okay. Would I be able to use my skill, like the vertical leap?
Yeah, you can vertical leap up and peep through a window. That gives you 2d6.
All right. 5.
All right. So same thing. No, it's not a total failure. It's a partial. If you want to take stress, you can bump it up to a total success, or you can just get what info you get.
Yeah, so we'll take a stress.
All right. So a point of stress for the squasher. As you really coil yourself up and leap to see through the window, you time it perfectly to see. That's on the map. Perfectly to see the in what seems like a baffling breach of security. The entrance to the safe deposit vault is not directly connected to the teller area. You get some incredible hang time. You leap up and see through the window. One of the tellers go over and speak to another teller. That teller's name tag is Jamie. Jamie walks all the way across the bank floor, knocks on a door over here. You see an officious looking man walk out, who you lock as the manager. He is carrying the key to this, and just at the very apex of your jump, you're coming back down. You peep the manager take the key from around his neck, unlock the vault door, and you see safe deposit boxes lining the whole side or both sides of this room. And then you land. It was a really good jump.
Well, some good information.
All right. While you're all here, is there any other piece of recon you want to do, or do you want to go back to base camp and regroup?
Well, let's recap. So we know who the manager is. We've seen the security. We know all the entrances. And we got the general layout.
There are still some rooms that are that you don't know what they are, but you know you found where the vault is.
Did we say what we were getting?
I don't think.
Yeah,
What you're heisting? It's a whole lot of gold.
Yes.
Gold bullion. Gold never goes out of style.
Bullion, nuggets, gold, gold, gold.
Or maybe there's a personal reason one of you needs to get inside the vault, or all of you, or it's just for gold. Sit on that.
I have a disease, and gold's the only cure.
There you go. It's very personal.
I don't think it matters, but like, you guys think it's worth scouting the security cameras?
Yeah, I guess it'd be pretty easy to identify 3 snakes on camera.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. So who wants to go back and take a look for security cameras, or all of you can if you want.
I'm thinking just the outside of the building would probably be sufficient.
Okay.
Just
Getaway car. Cover that.
yeah.
All right. Give me or you're gonna try to get a loop of the whole building.
Yeah, I can. And certainly accept help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it could
Yeah,
be a group effort.
Yeah.
All right. So that is to get all the way around the building undetected and scope out all of these security cameras. That's going to be difficult. That's going to be a 12.
Let's see. Just for the sheer sake I'm a snake, just being generally stealthy and knowing how to stay out of sight, because you typically have to prance on your prey or pounce.
You gotta use your own snakes, your specific snakes.
All right, who's got the best chances here? Let's see.
What about I got natural habitat for the savannah? It's a lot of open ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
And my skill of unpredictability, they'll never expect it.
They're never gonna expect it. That's 3d6. Here's the secret. If you just say I use one of my skills in a way, I'm never gonna say no.
Hmm.
And then yeah. All right.
Yeah, so that's 3d6.
Okay.
Oh, and I know you guys you're undercover right now, but you can also use your gun to give yourself a d6, but it will expend a piece of ammunition.
I only have one ammo.
I only have one ammo.
I'm everything I do. I am the squirter.
You do also when you run out of ammo, it's not basically if you run out of ammo, you're going to roll a single d6. If it's a 1, a 2, or a 3, you only have 1 reload remaining. Otherwise, you get to reload.
All right.
4, 5, or 6, it's a free reload. Another mechanic
Okay.
that I don't think came into play at all last time. But you're already rolling a 3d6 for a 12.
Yeah, all right. Let's give it a go. Yeah, 15.
Nice.
3d6, 15, and we're adding our first d6. Oops, d6 to the d6 pool.
Oh.
The squasher makes a covert lap of the whole building. You see, I'm marking little blue squares everywhere that you see an exterior. What's it called? An exterior security camera. Again, I'm gonna. You also notice as you are making your round here, notice that this security camera near the drive up ATM lane appears to be out of service. One that I've marked with a red X.
That works well with the car plant.
So you notice 4 total. one of them out of
What's the
service.
direction of that carport lane? Is that going left or going right?
I think it probably would go. I think it would go this way.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought.
From left to right. You pull up, hang left, you're in.
Camera might still.
Yeah, because you want the driver's side window to be on the left.
I think that.
I mean, closest to the thing.
Camera might still be an issue.
Yeah, you will. You will pass this one on the bottom corner. You're not sure about this one. Actually, this one that's close to the unguarded or the sometimes unguarded entrance seems like when it's making its pans back and forth, it doesn't go that far to the left. So it's really only this one that you would have to worry about.
All right, what are we thinking?
So,
I got an idea, but I want to hear what you guys think.
I mean, prior to wherever we decide to approach from, I can snipe out the camera in advance of entering.
I was thinking that. All right, one other question. Is there any other
Mhm.
buildings that would give us roof access right away? I'm thinking we use this grapple gun to go down from the skylight to enter, so we avoid the other cameras on the way in.
Yes, there's an apartment building across the street. To the top of the building, the up. There's street immediately above here, and then across the way let's say like a 5-story apartment building.
Okay. I think that's our in.
Yeah. I like it.
Well, how do we get the escape car there before we go back to the apartment? And yeah,
I think we hire somebody to drive it there and leave it.
surely you're not talking about him.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
He gets half cut this time. He knows what he did. He knows what he did.
Well, he still owes us after the last time.
See, we don't have to cut. I mean, we could after.
Ah, yes, I could always swallow him whole.
So if we do that, they stage the van. We go in from the top. We'll get everybody to lie down, typical bank robber style.
I'm thinking if I can. I saw there's a vent on the northwest corner. I might want to explore that a little bit. Maybe I can come down on someone, and you know what I do when I come down on them? I swallow them whole.
It's not a bad plan.
If you're gonna fall on something, you're best off swallowing them whole.
Okay.
So now that you now that the squasher has determined where the safe deposit vault is, and paired that with the squisher's info about these vents up top, you think that this vent up on the safe vent is going to drop. I mean, it'll certainly get you inside the bank, but you're not going to be as close as you would be if you go in through the fan vent. Just another piece. It's going to be more dangerous, but it's going to be more direct.
Got it. Well, when are we doing this, sir? Are we doing this at night, or we go in full bore and be there in broad daylight?
Hmm.
Well, well, that's a good question. I mean, we could follow the manager home and get his keys.
All right, we do need the manager to be there.
But that seems like a lot of work.
That does seem like a lot of work. While they're open, it is.
But that seemed the easier option. So
We have a daytime
show
heist.
cooperation, so I'm not worried about that.
mhm.
Are we getting duffel bags?
Yeah.
Or are you swallowing all the loot?
I could swallow the duffel bag and the loot.
I
Because
just
what's the
thought we were gonna,
point
like,
of
daisy chain it in your mouth? But yeah, I mean, we can do duffel bags. That's fine.
duffel bags? It is. You never let me have any fun.
I mean, if you want to swallow them whole, you can.
I mean, obviously, I want to swallow it whole.
Whatever you're comfortable with. You're the one who's doing the swallowing, so.
We'll see. We'll see how full I am by the time I make it to the safe deposit vault.
All right.
I'm hungry for human.
So why don't we do this? We'll go in. If you guys want to go through the vent, come out kind of back behind where the tellers are, stop them from hitting any panic buttons. I'll drop it down through the skylight.
Mm.
Get everybody to get on the ground. Show a little bit of active intimidation, and then and we'll go from there.
I can try. Actually, DM, that safe van that, the fan vent, as it were. Was it like a protruding structure? Like
It's basically like a sort of one of those like big square tubes that goes down into the top of the building with a big fan in front of it at the front.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you might be too big for that.
I have an idea.
It's big. You can get through it, but the fan is constantly spinning.
I have an idea. I think I might be able to argue I'm large enough to constrict around it and break the fan and then get in.
It's worth a shot.
There's a chance there's a chance for anything.
That's okay. That's my thought going into the heist.
All right. So what more prep are you who's getting in touch with your getaway guy? Who's getting the van?
Code name. Hold on.
Oh, I swore that I'd never speak his name.
The squatter.
That's actually super fitting. Like, it fits so well.
Getaway car waiting with the squatter at the wheel. Oh, and where do you want the getaway car?
In the blocking the drive-through window. And I think he should put a sign out that basically says out of order, as if the teller window is not working, so other people don't try to get in line.
Mm. Smart.
Out of order sign on drive-through. All right. So now it's time for the prep.
Okay. Well, we need to get bags to put the gold in, so that the squisher doesn't have to swallow the plate.
I'm gonna get pantyhose to put on my entire body, so clearly no one recognizes me.
Just one.
It's a body sock.
All right. So here's the shopping list. Fancy hose. duffel bags,
Mm-hmm.
getaway van,
Let's face it, you got to be a man to wear tights.
the squatter. What else?
Let's get some wire cutters so we can cut the alarm.
Mm.
So they can't set it off once we leave.
I'm gonna go with it because I saw it once in a Batman movie. How about a drill that could, drill into or feasibly drill out a lock?
Big drill
Big drill.
or safes.
We need an explosive maybe to get into the.
Yeah. I was trying to think probably some explosives.
Guy, some C4
explosives
or C5. I mean, might be better.
C5.
C5. Better version.
Angry Play-Doh.
Why would they ever stop at 4?
Right.
I'm assuming the grapple gun comes with some rope.
Yes, the grapple gun is I mean it's going to be part of the gun. It's kind of it's an all-in-one kind of situation.
I feel like we're the bad Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You know what? Dive without looking. Let's do it.
Yep. Yeah,
You're in.
Yep.
All right.
We can improvise.
So I'm gonna say that the getaway van is its own category. Somebody's got to go get the getaway van. Somebody's got to convince the squatter to come back, and then everything else is going to be another snake. You are bank robbers. You know where to get all of this stuff, but getting somebody to give it to you as a snake is going to be a different.
You guys weren't a fan of the squatter, so I'll go get his employee. You guys want to get the van?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I got the pantyhose.
Oh,
All right. So we got the squirter with the squatter, the squasher getting the van,
Yep.
and the squisher getting everything else.
Yep.
Let's start with the squirter. What's your move here? Are you calling him up?
No, you
Are
can't
you showing up?
I'm gonna set a meetup.
Using your old system of dead drops and secret code. Where do you arrange
like
this
binary,
meetup?
but with S's, uppercase and lowercase.
Where do you set your meetup? Where and when?
We're gonna go to the Steak and Shake.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a very cheap meal and discuss.
All right. What time of day is it?
Early morning.
All right.
Gotta let them know I'm serious about this.
So it's 5 minutes after opening at Steak and Shake.
Probably like 10 o'clock for them. I don't know. It might not be that early, but early enough.
Yeah, 5 minutes, whatever it is, it's 5 minutes after open. You slither up to see the squatter is sitting in a booth. You'd recognize that leather jacket and that bald spot anywhere. He's not facing you. He's sort of bent over the booth. You see him pick up a fry, shake his head, and sigh before popping it into his mouth.
So,
Whoa, what the fuck? There's a snake! There's a snake in here!
It's me, the squirter.
Okay, this is going to be... you do know the code name. So it's not going to be that. It's going to be a 9
Okay.
to convince the squatter that you are who you say you are.
Well, I want to rely on my excellent memory to be able to use references
Absolutely.
to things that he would know that we would only know.
Absolutely.
All right.
And there's a D6 pool if you want to use it.
You said it's
Me too, but I just want to remind you how.
a 9.
Or an 8. No, I said 9. I'm sticking with 9.
I'm gonna roll with it. That's 6.
All right. He calms down. You see an employee comes over with a broom, a very rip and ready employee. You see Squatter puts a hand up and goes, no, it's okay. Sorry, I overreacted. Go about your business, Burger Boy. And the employee goes back behind the counter. The squatter looks down at you and says, "So you really did it, huh?"
He said we would.
Yeah, I know, but I never thought you bastards would be crazy enough to do it. You went snake mode.
I mean, yeah, it was the sensible thing to do. You don't get rich doing the shit
What
we're
happened?
doing.
What happened when we were all done? We were out of business forever.
You know what? Money comes and money goes. And you know what? We got this one last big score we need in order to settle all the books.
He laughs. It's always one last score. You know that. You know as well as I do.
And you know as well as I do that you didn't leave with the guys on very good terms.
All right. This is only going to be a 6 to convince with all this history. You're really twisting his arm here. You need a 6 or higher to convince him to get on board.
I'm gonna vie for the excellent memory in terms of saying how much he owes everybody for this.
Mm-hmm.
4.
I got kids, man. I got kids now. Know that? I got a little girl, little boy. He's in first grade.
True. But think about what they.
What would it be like? What would it be like if I went away forever? She never saw her daddy again. You ever thought about that?
Limited liability. We just need you to drop the van off, put a sign out, and walk away. Then you could buy those kids something really nice.
Some 25% nice for limited liability, even cut.
Sure.
Or is that the truth?
Well, I mean, probably not.
All right. This guy knows you. And you are a snake now, so it might be a little. He doesn't have the facial cues to go by. Going to be an 8 to try and convince him that you really mean it. You're going to give him an even cut out of this job. For as little as you've asked him to do, he's getting an even cut.
All right. Yep, I can't think of any other way to tie my habitat into this to give me any more advantage, so we'll roll with it. 10.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
He takes a big bite out of his burger, shoots it down with a big gulp of chocolate milkshake. No whipped cream, you remember? Almost whipped cream after that one time.
Yeah, that doesn't quite sit well in this condition.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Squirter. One last job.
One last.
He reaches his hand across the table.
Do I guess I have hands because I can do guns. So yeah,
No, you're Snake.
I'll give him my tail.
Your tail wraps around his hand. He gives it a hearty shake. You got the squatter on board.
Fantastic.
Meanwhile, the squasher is on the hunt for a getaway van.
Mhm.
What's your plan, the squasher?
I was thinking I was gonna go find like one of those like old church vans.
Okay.
You know.
Just out back of some church.
Yeah. I mean, there's always a church next to a bank.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was you slithering through the streets. You find an old, like pretty shabby looking LDS church with a big old passenger van out the back.
Okay. I think I want to try and just like slither into it from because
Okay, you're the smallest
Yeah.
of the three snakes. It's not going to be that tough. It's going to be to find a way all the way in, or we'll call it a 7.
7. All right. Yeah, and you know, for I could use the natural habitat of the woodlands because it's just like climbing up through a tree trunk.
Yeah, through the thicket.
Yeah, exactly. And it's very unpredictable. They would never expect, who's going to expect a snake coming through the air vent?
Exactly. 3d6.
9.
All right, you're in. You find sort of a rusted patch at the back corner of the van that you nose your way up and through. Push up a corner of the carpet.
All right.
You're on like the third row of 4 seats. You can slither your way up to the front.
Yeah. Uh is it empty?
It is empty.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
There's just rows of seats.
I'll slither my way up to the front then.
All right. You make your way into the front seat.
Mhm.
How are you getting this thing out of the parking lot?
Uh, I'm going to use my special ability, channel the spirit of Kobe Bryant.
Taking a point of this is what the game is for. Channeling your special ability as a Black Mamba, you channel the spirit of Kobe Bryant, who appears in the seat next to you, flips down the little sunblock thing. A set of keys falls down. He catches them, turns the van on, and drives you away.
Thanks, Kobe.
They're gonna call Ghostbusters.
All right. So that is one use of your one use of your special ability. Why does it keep? Oh, that's why. The next, if you use that again, it is going to cost you 2 stress.
Yep.
But you successfully get yourself a getaway van. Squisher. You got a whole shopping list of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Who's your guy, or where do you go for all these?
Oh no. What state is this heist taking place in?
I'm gonna say you tell me. What state what state do you
In
want?
which case we're in good old Alabama, because I can just go to a Walmart and get everything.
Good old Alabama. All right, out here you approach the Alabama Walmart. You're just going in the front door.
We're just you know what? They probably they have an employee entrance. That maybe not the front door. Surely, yeah, there. Well,
so this is basically going to be like a luck check, basically, but I'm going to have you roll it for me. To have the employee entrance be unguarded. You need a 7 or higher on 2d6.
On 2d6. All right. That is going to be a 5.
So you make your way around to the side. You see two. You see a gangly teen and an overweight grandmother sharing a smoke break out the side of the employee entrance. They haven't noticed you, but you're gonna have to get past them somehow.
Well.
Or you see they're at about the end of their cigarettes.
You know what? I'll wait for them to both flick and go in. And as they're walking in, I'll kind of just try to slide my way in behind them.
All right. And you're trying not to be noticed?
Yeah, best I can, because I can't really do it because I'm huge.
That's gonna be a 13 to go.
Oh my goodness.
To get into the Walmart employee area unnoticed.
Oof. Okay, so I think maybe not the best way then. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I guess I'll use the if it's okay with everyone, I'll use the one out of the pool for sure. And since it's a 13, what can I use? It. Oh, this is tough. I mean, the back area of any parking lot surely has to have a marshy smell, so it's a familiar territory.
Especially out the back of an Alabama Walmart.
Hell yeah! All right, there's 3. I have to get a third one somehow. All right, that's gonna be a 6. That's a 2. That's a 1. 9.
But one of them was a 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so you at least regen the d6 that you spent. You get about halfway in.
Am I able to spend the stress to bump it up?
Yes, yeah, you can spend a stress and have it be a complete success.
Let's do that.
Okay. Spend a stress. You squeeze in just as you see the gangly teen step around the corner, and you are in an otherwise unoccupied Walmart break room.
All right.
You see a sign on the far side that says front of house. That's not what it's called, but registers to the right, storeroom to the left.
Ooh, let's try the storeroom.
You make your way into the storeroom. Long, thick tail disappearing around the corner. Okay. So, pantyhose, duffel bags, wire cutters are all going to be negligible to get. I'm not even going to make you roll for that. But to see if you can find the big drill and explosives corner of the Alabama Walmart storeroom, it is an Alabama Walmart. I'm gonna call that an 8.
All right. I'll just take the D6 out of the pool again.
Run it back.
Yep. All right, let's see. That's going to be a 3 and a 6, so that's a 9, and we regen.
So that is a success. It only regens basically if you use a D6 out of the D6
and
pool,
the
that
6
dice
came on
cannot.
the second roll.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Normally, I think you'd have like different colored dice for that, but we'll just do the first die is your actual die. The second die is the D6. So we're still at 0 in the pool, but you successfully navigate. It's all the way up on a tall rack of shelves. You make your way up, pull out the crate labeled "Big Drill for Safes," and right next to it a small, not a pretty for C5. It's a big chunk of C5.
Yeah. All right, nice. Does it come with a detonator?
Oh yeah,
right.
Everything you need at this Alabama Walmart.
Good old Bama.
You stuff everything. Actually, give me. It's gonna be a 7 to get everything out of here, unnoticed and with everything.
All right. I'm gonna say because I'm huge, or with my skill of being huge, I can kind of just put everything on my back and slither it out.
You are huge. That is gonna make it a lot easier. So you're at 2d6.
I can constrict the rest that I can't carry on my back. So that's
you're gonna constrict it down and then be huge to get it out.
Yeah.
3d6.
All right. So we got a 2, a 5, and a 3. So that's 10.
Total success, nothing in the D6 pool, but you get everything out the back door just before the next round of smoke breaks. And now you all regroup. It's the night before you're going to do this one last job. You're in your warehouse out in the Alabama marsh swamp, tropical marsh swamp, savannah. Did you invite the squatter for your night before?
No.
Or is he just showing up? He's just showing up day of.
Incorporate him into too much.
The squashers got the van parked out the side. The squirter lets you all know that the squatter is in. The squisher's got his coils full of gear. What do you spend the night before the heist
I'm just saying,
doing?
We can put all the stuff in the duffel bag so you don't have to carry it all separately.
Yeah, it is all done. It just was still getting it out. But yeah, you've got duffel bags, the big drill parted out into the duffel bags.
Nice. Well, who's carrying what in?
That's a good point.
So, who's taking the wire cutters? Who's got the drill, the explosives?
Probably put the grapple gun in there as well, but we'll need that first.
I guess I'll take the carrying in the drill and explosives.
All right. Yeah, I'll take the duffel bag, and I guess if I have to, I'll share the multi-packs of pantyhoses that I absolutely stole from Walmart. So many hose.
Splasher's got the drill, and explosive. The squisher has anti-hose. And what else do you have, the squisher?
The bag. Duffel bag.
And he has the duffel bags.
I'll take the wire cutters and the grapple gun.
Wire cutters and grapple gun.
And Squatter's got the van. Well, we'll have the van.
Yep, Squatter's got the van. Bags. All right. Part everything out. Spend a restless night of sleep before big day.
You know, just like the spot it's hot and then it's cold, and I mean,
Obviously, we're staying at a Red Roof Inn.
can't
Of
find any
course.
source of heat to like sit by.
Yeah, it's tough for a snake when the sun's not out. There are plenty of rats, though.
Ooh. Tasty treat.
Nobody goes to sleep hungry. All right. Day of, the squatter meets you outside the Red Roof Inn, gives the three of you a curt nod, takes the keys for the getaway van. You see he already has an out of order sign tucked under his armpit.
We'll give them a motivation.
Yep. All you want me to do is when I see you guys coming in, you want me to park in the drive up ATM lane and put up the out of order sign. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll
All right.
call you when it's done.
With just one last nod, he pulls his own set of pantyhose out of his pocket, and makes his way to the van. Are you riding with him? Are you getting your own way there?
Off nearby so that we can go up to the roof of the
right.
adjacent building.
He takes you. He's playing Steely Dan in the front seat the whole time.
Nice.
And parks a block away. Opens the side door. All to slither out.
All right.
So as soon as we're out, I'd like to take my sniper rifle and shoot the.
Let's get to the roof first.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You're outside this tall apartment building.
Oh yes, get to the roof first.
You can see there is an elevator inside. There's a set of stairs inside, but the front doors but the front door is locked. There is a fire escape on one alleyway of the building, but that is also behind a tall locked fence.
Oh well, I think I can climb up there pretty easily. I mean, what about
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I think going up the fire escape might be the best idea.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so getting up and over the fence, there's no barbed wire or spikes or anything. It's just quite tall. So it's going to be a 7 for each of you to get over.
Well, I feel like since my habitat is the tropics, that I have lots of experience in climbing up and around things.
Yeah.
I have a similar idea for woodland for habitat.
Yeah, lots of trees.
Similar idea with swamps.
Yeah, there's stuff to climb in all those places.
And for me, also being huge because I can kind of just stand up and get to it.
Yeah, basically, you're basically as tall. You're double the height of this
And
fence.
I do
if you
I do have a
stand
good
up.
vertical leap as well.
So this should.
Absolutely.
All right.
What was the target number again?
I think I said a 7.
I got a 10.
I got exactly 7.
So no 6s for either of you, but a success on both. What about the squirter?
I got a 6 total, but not one of the fun 6s. And I will, I'll just take it as it lies. What is that? What is my?
All right. So Squasher and Squisher, you get up and over. On the other side, you're making your way towards the fire escape. When you hear the squirter get a little bit caught at the top, the squirter, you tried to go between 2 slats, and your gear is stuck. You're going to have to drop either the wire cutters or the grapple gun.
Oh, the wire cutters
to get through.
Sure.
All right. The wire cutters clatter to the ground on the outside of the fence.
Should have just used those to cut through the fence.
I was thinking, good point.
But you are over the side, and you all make your way up the fire escape to the roof top of the apartment building across the street from the bank, Alabama's Second National Bank. The squirter, you've got the grapple gun.
But I think from here is probably a better vantage point for the squisher to shoot that security camera.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
okay. The squisher, yeah, this is going to be a 7 shot. Right. You need to either beat a 7, and it's this one on the far side that you're trying to take out.
Yeah. So
that's actually a little tougher a shot. I'm going to call that a 9.
Damn.
You're getting 1 automatically for using the sniper rifle.
Oh, all right.
So you're automatically at 2d6.
I can't really justify anything else. I guess I get just the 2.
Maybe are you squeezing the gun real tight?
Oh yeah, and it's yeah. I'm constricting on it and making it really stable.
Constricting their surveillance.
There you go. So that's 3d6.
All right. We'll see.
3d6 to hit a 9.
All right. So we got 1, 5, 3, 9.
That's a 9. That's exactly what you need. But now roll me just a straight up d6. This is to determine if you are.
It's a 2.
All right. You have 1 shot left on the sniper rifle. But you successfully take aim at this security cam on the far end. Take an expert. It's just a little quiet, and the you see the plastic and glass splinter. That is the squatter's cue. He pulls the van up into the safe deposit lane. You can actually no, you can't. You just see the van drive behind the building, and you are on 1 left as you do a quick reload. You got 1 shot left with that sniper rifle,
and I see the what was it? The squirter get out the car through the scope of my sniper rifle.
I'm the squatter.
Squatter. Squatter.
The squatter. You can. All you can see. You can see the top. You can see the roof of the. You can see the roof of the van. It's at an angle up like this. You can just barely see you're looking top down on the van. You can maybe see like a sliver of his elbow poking out the window as he's chatting to the teller.
Got it. Okay.
Through the window. It's gonna be if you're taking the shot from here, it's gonna be a real tough shot.
Yeah, thought so. All right, fair enough. You get to get away for one more day, you piece of shit. And I'll.
But it seems like he's doing his job for now. All right, Squirter.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Are you taking the grapple shot?
Grapple shot. Again, I want to use my experience with the tropics and going from tree to tree in this.
Mm-hmm. This is also I think this is a fairly this one's basically just point and click. You're just hoping that you get a good grapple point. So we're just gonna call it a 7. You got 2d6 already. Is there anything else you want to?
Well, technically, since I'm switching weapons, does that still count as a?
Oh, that's still the gun. Yeah, so that's 3d6. You're still using a gun. That's 3d6 to get a 7. And you got a 6 in there. It's crazy. Last time we played, I was like, you guys are never gonna run out of
so many in the beginning.
Out of 6s in the pool, and this time I don't think it's been over 1. But that is a smashing. So just point to me where on the roof you want to land with the grapple gun, and you guys are going to land there.
I mean, I'd look for whatever there was, like some, obviously some fixture that I can hook onto, where we can get a nice.
Yeah, there's probably the vent right here is going to be the closest, easiest thing to latch onto. There's also the big skylight. There's the fan vent over here. There's plenty of other protrusions. So really, what I'm saying, anywhere on the roof you want to be your landing spot. Just let me know, and you got it.
Probably do like right here where it's kind of centralized to all the different entrances.
Great. You point and shoot the grapple gun. Everybody grabs on, and you zip across the point, landing on the roof of the bank. Somebody just roll me 2d6s. We're gonna see how well you timed this. If you timed this perfectly for when this entrance is on when the guards are on a shift. So 2d6, you want to get a 7 or higher. So not quite with a 6. They're just complete. There's just they might not be fully set yet, but you can see as you're zipping across the third guard making their way over to this doorway. They're maybe halfway along this wall here as you land on top of the roof. I'm just gonna go top to bottom as I ask you where you're each going. The Squirter, where are you going from here?
So quick question: Can I want to switch back to my Uzi, but can I use the grapple gun in terms of like as a tool, as a rope, so I can kind of jump through the skylight? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I'll absolutely. Yeah. So you're sort of dual, because that's the only other thing you have. You've got the grapple gun and the Uzi.
Right. So yeah, I'll position myself by the light, by the skylight here.
We got the Squirter by the skylight, ready to zip down in and cause havoc. The Squasher, where are you going?
I think I'm going for the vent.
The easy to get through vent, or the vent with the spinning fan? That's closer to the safe deposit vault.
We're going for the spinning one.
All right.
The Squisher had a plan.
The Squisher.
The Squisher had a plan.
You're gonna attempt to squish this fan vent right apart.
I might still try to do that to ease it make it a little easier check for the squasher, but I actually had to change our. I'm thinking he's the squisher's gonna go through the safe vent and go through the vents and place himself above the manager's office.
Okay. All right. So are you first gonna crush the fan vent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This thing's pretty sturdy. You're gonna need a 12 or higher to crush it so that it is out of commission and the squasher can get through unharmed.
So I'm gonna say, being huge, I'm just got a lot of weight to be able to do it, and constriction is a natural ability.
Absolutely.
So
3d6.
3d6, and what's the difficulty?
3d6 to hit a 12.
Woof. All right, here we go. 6, 3, and a 5. That'll do.
That'll do. You add another 6 to the pool. You basically crush this thing until it's the size of a can.
There you go.
The van grinds to a halt, and there is now just an open vent down into the roof, the ceiling gap of the building.
Okay. And so now that that's done, I'll turn to this to the squasher. I'll drop in on the manager's head on the signal.
What's the signal?
Are you kidding? We talked about this. The signal.
Of course.
It's always been the same signal.
Oh yeah. Oh that. Oh yeah. That's it. Yep. That one.
That one.
What? I always called it. I always called it the move, not the signal. It was different nomenclature, but it's fine. It's it's snake stuff. Snake stuff.
All right. So we got the squisher going through the safe vent. We got the squasher. So you both make your way into your respective vents, while the squirter, you're standing by and ready to go down in the skylight.
Yep. Yeah, I guess since they're in the vents and they can't see me, I'll use the signal, which is a snake whistle.
Y'all know the snake whistle.
It's very typical. And then then I will. I guess I'm only 13 pounds. I can't really just jump through the window, so I will shoot the Uzi through the window to break it, and then use the grapple to the rope on the grapple to slide down.
Amazing. So this whole maneuver, you're practiced at this. Although, admittedly, I would say not in snake form. So this is a 7, but you're already going to add 2d6 because you're using both the guns.
And I would also, I feel like this is going to be an intimidation thing. So
I would be intimidated.
I would also argue again my tropics, because I'm going to be on a rope that's very similar to vines.
Easily. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're rolling 5d6.
Okay.
But you are going to. What are we doing here? You're going to expend 3 pieces of ammo from the Uzi. It's a semi-auto, so you're on 9 with the Uzi.
All right. Well, I got 1 6 to add to the pool.
Okay.
18 total.
And I think it's damn near impossible for you.
I had to make an.
So the squasher and the squisher, I'm going to need each of you to roll a 9 or higher to find the vent where you want to be coming out. For the squisher, that's over the manager's office. For the squasher, where are you trying to come out?
Next to the safe deposit vault.
Next to the safe deposit vault. Yeah, okay, so both of you roll. I need a 9 or higher.
Can I say I'm used to finding prey through difficult terrain in swamps and
in
marshes?
swamps. Yeah.
All right. So that's 2.
So that's 2d6 for you.
And I can. The unpredictability of the vents is very
Yeah,
predictable.
these guys look like they had no idea what they were doing.
6.
Putting this together.
That's a 12.
2 6s to add to the wow. Oh, so see, now we're up at
I got a 9 with a 6 as well to add.
okay. So we haven't had to bring this up so far. The D6 pool cannot have more than 6 in it. So the D6 pool is now maxed out. It's the time to use it. But you both successfully navigate the squasher. You are looking through a vent out at the front door of the safe deposit vault. And the squisher, you are looking through a vent down at the manager's office. He is having a polite discussion with a young couple, very obviously in love. They're talking about buying their first house together. And the squasher, you see there's about a squasher and squirter. You both see there's about 8 people. There's 4 more patrons waiting in the main area here. A couple of them are meeting with personal bankers. A couple of them are in line. 4 tellers behind the counter. And the squirter, you shoot through the skylight and rappel down into the middle of the waiting area here. There is a shocked gasps and screams from the patrons and the bankers, the tellers, as a king cobra with an Uzi grapples down from the skylight into the middle of the bank. Are you both going out now, or one of you waiting for the snake whistle signal?
That was the snake whistle signal.
You're out.
Yeah.
All right. The squisher, you got the jump on the manager. It's only going to be a 5 to land directly on him.
Well, land directly on him. My headcanon is the vent is right right above his desk chair. I'm not trying to crush him. I want to just swallow him whole on the way down to the floor.
Yes, immediately. All right, so that is going to take a point of stress, but you don't have to roll for it. It is just an automatic. You push with your immense weight. You just push through the vent, jaws first, land on top of the manager, and immediately close your mouth around his boots. You turn around, you sort of right yourself in the chair to see this young couple looking over their shoulders, terrified. They're clutching each other. The guy goes, "What's going on? What do we do?" And they both turn to look at you.
Hi. Your loan is denied.
They hold each other and scream. The squasher, you you can see. Actually, here. Oh yeah, you're right here. So there's no complications in you dropping down. You can just drop down right to the floor in front of the safe deposit vault here.
I'm gonna plant the C5.
All right, immediately gets to work with the C5. Meanwhile, the squirter, you're in the middle of everything. You see the bankers are starting to get up out of their chairs. The customers have flattened themselves against the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell. Get on the floor and drop your guns. As I'm doing another spray of the Uzi, kind of up in the air and using my intimidation.
All right, so you are going to be down to 6 ammo in this mag of the Uzi. Yeah, you see the security guards are coming in on both sides, hands by their hips. But go ahead. This can't be that difficult. I mean, holy shit! This was like the best entrance there could have been. I'm gonna call it an 8. And you're at 3d6.
Yep. Ooh, 5. I will.
Okay, so that's
stressed.
You're gonna take a point.
Stressed to bump it up.
All right. You see, one of the guards was.
Oh, I keep forgetting we got a 6 dice pool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What one of the guards was pulling his gun ready to fire. The other guard you see from across the way shouts out, "No, Greg, we're in Alabama. No, Greg, it ain't worth it." And
it's just
puts
money.
his handgun on the ground, puts his hands up. Greg also complies. Everybody in the bank has their hands up, including the 4 tellers behind the glass here. Squasher, as you're planting the explosives again, this is something you've done a million times. This is only going to be a 6 to find the exact right point and the exact right amount to of this powerful explosive to use.
And as you know, in order to survive on the savannah, you have to be very explosive.
Yeah, and
you know, C5 is notoriously unpredictable. And yeah, I'll use the dice pool.
Why not? How many do you want to use?
We'll use severity of 3. So I was just using 1.
All right.
Let's go 4.
46 to yeah, you expertly put little dabs of this extremely potent explosive on the hinges on either side. You are setting up the detonating wire while the squirter is keeping everybody at a distance with the Uzi. Squisher, but you've got the manager swallowed.
So I think I'm gonna make my way out of his office, and we're gonna make our way to the teller area.
All right, a massive snake with a huge man-shaped, still wriggling a little bit, lump in its gut slithers across the floor. As you make your way,
I'm sorry. If it's okay, sorry to cut you off.
Yes.
On my way, I pass by. I am going to be passing by the safe deposit vault.
Yeah,
So-
you're right there now. You're right in front of this other door that leads back to the teller.
I'm gonna get the squasher's attention and just be like, and just and deposit the manager. There's
Yeah, you regurgitate the manager onto the floor
there.
right next to the squasher.
There's the key.
And if I may, I'd
you
like
see-
to use my special ability to make anyone pledge fealty to me on the manager.
You may. You still keeping. You're all sort of.
Like he's still dripping in stomach acid.
You like this experience.
yeah,
you want more of it.
He comes out. What the hell is going on here? And then he looks into your eyes. Your hood flares out, and he looks up at you with big eyes and says, "My king, what would you have me do for you?"
You need your keys.
Did you have 2 stress already, or
No,
do I
you
need
need
to
to
give you
add
another
another
one? Thank you. Okay, but he says, "My king, what would thee have your humble servant do for thee?" And bows. He's on the ground, but he bows.
I'll ask him to provide the keys to get into or the deposit boxes.
All of the deposit box. Well, you unfortunately, I've only got one of the keys. The customers have their
Oh,
own
that's fine.
keys to the deposit boxes. I can get you into the vault, but I cannot.
All right. I can move my explosive into the vault and blow open all of them.
Are you a humble fellow serf to this regal mastermind?
Follow their instructions as we would mine.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
At that moment, the door to the south of you busts open. Okay, and the third security guard throws the door open and opens fire. I'm going to need everybody to roll. I need a 12 or higher to avoid. This is point blank. He is just squeezing until the bullets are out. I need a 12 or higher to avoid being shot by the security guard.
Mm.
I'm gonna steal.
You've got 5 in the
steal one from
pool.
the dice pool.
Yeah, same.
All right.
And I want to argue that in the tropics, I also have to dodge things like monkeys throwing things at me.
Yeah, those damn
In the
monkeys.
swamps, I gotta avoid them alligators.
Yeah,
They can be fast. All right,
big mouths.
so that's 3.
I'm gonna use one and try to use my unpredictability to dodge.
All right, so we're down to 2 in the pool. Everybody gets 2d6 or 3d6. Oh yeah, because everybody used another skill.
Damn. 9.
So I got dead on a 12 with a 6, 5, and a 1, and the 6 was the first I rolled.
Okay.
Nice.
And what about Squirter?
I got an 8.
All right, both Squirter and Squirter and Squasher, you're going to take a point of stress as the security guard opens fire, somehow misses the biggest snake out of all of you. But maybe it's not even a direct hit for either of you. It's just a glancing blow. Maybe the Squasher, you just get sprayed with some shrapnel from a floor tile. Before the manager gets to his feet and goes, "No, you don't understand. They're my king. We're gonna do whatever they say. Put that gun down."
You said it was the south door that busted open, yeah?
Yes.
where I came from. So the way I understand, I think I'm already like right here when all this is going up. I was making my way
all
towards the
three of
cellar
you are.
box.
Yeah, he like swung the door open and started
I
blasting.
am going to rush him and try to constrict him immediately.
All right. So okay, as the manager is yelling this, that's going to make it a little easier to even start with. It's only going to be a 7.
All right. With
And you're starting with 2d6
2d6
automatically with the constriction.
And yeah, and I'm gonna say Thompson, I've gotten this big. I've eaten a lot and eaten bigger things than this guy.
Easily.
All right. So that's 5, 5, and a 1. 11.
Nice.
Yeah, you as the security guard is looking around confused why this guy is talking about snakes being his king, you immediately encircle him and constrict him tightly. His handgun falls out of his hand to the ground, and he is completely immobilized.
For now, I'm gonna keep squeezing until I hear things pop.
Yeah, he's face going completely red. You feel there's no more. He's not. He can't inhale anymore for sure.
Leave bodies, they'll hunt us harder.
I figure we go out one good blaze of glory. That plus I might need a snack later. Why do you think I bought such a large satchel?
You feel him go limp in your grasp.
I shall release, and can I
slumps to the ground.
I'd like to retrieve his weapon as well if I can.
You grab his handgun. It is completely spent.
I do want to go grab the other guns and pull them over to us, so that nobody else can.
Yeah, that's true. You grab 2 more handguns that have not yet been fired. Absolutely. Yeah, you slide one of the you slide Greg's gun over.
And I want to borrow the doors, the front 2 doors.
Okay, that's gonna be actually you are. You can have the manager do that for you. I was gonna say that's gonna be difficult for you as a snake, but you also have a serf who will do anything for you at this moment. The manager certainly, sir. Bars the front door and the side door, and tells the security guards not to let anybody else in. Meanwhile, the manager has given over the key to the safe deposit vault. I'll say the squasher, you've retrieved all of the C5 that you've already put on, and reserved it for the safe deposit, the safe deposit boxes inside.
Squasher, do your thing.
The manager opens the vault door.
Mm-hmm.
You see the safe deposits boxes lining both sides of this narrow vault, and another much sturdier vault door on the far end.
That might be the door.
Okay. Vault door. I guess we'll take the prep C5 and move it to the vault door.
Okay. Yeah, that's a simple. I'll say you already did the check for that basically.
Okay.
Actually, no. This is a much more difficult door.
Okay.
This is going to be a 15 to determine this looks like
15.
They were like the safe deposit boxes have their own other level of security. This vault has to be much, much heavier duty.
Duty.
Uh,
So it's it's thick and impenetrable, much like the woodlands sometimes.
much like the woodlands.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to take a great leap in skill to get this.
That is going to be 3d6.
And then I guess I'll use my gun too.
You're using the grenade launcher?
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of something to detonate it, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely it will.
All right.
So it's going to be 4d6 to hit a 15.
Hold on, and surely
All right.
all those explosives would be unpredictable?
Yeah. It's true.
That's true.
It's a very unpredictable situation. Who knows what's going to happen?
Who can say? 5d6.
5d6. Better take one out of the dice pool.
Hey, why not?
Make it
66.
All right, 66. All right. 24.
Go back in.
And that's your first two. So that's going to
first 2 or 6s.
throw a couple back into the d6 pool. And now just roll a regular d6. 2. You got one more grenade left.
Yep. That's fair.
But you this is such a good shot. You have placed the explosives so perfectly that not only do you blast the vault door open, but you blast about half of the safe deposit boxes in here open as well. There are coins clattering to the floor, jewelry, bonds and bills all floating through the ceiling. And inside the other vault, you see piles and piles of gold.
Excellent.
But the squirter outside in the lobby, you're still running crowd control. The Squisher, what are you doing?
I think hearing that kind of an explosion, I look in and see that the doors are open. I got the bags. I'm going to start loading them up.
As you head into the vault to start loading up, all of you hear sirens outside. As distant sirens at the moment, but coming closer every second.
Well, I guess the alarm.
Squirter, you look over to the teller and you see the head teller Jamie looking back and forth, terrified. It's clear that he was the one who pressed the silent alarm. The cops are on their way. The vault is open. And we're going to have to figure out what happens next time on the thrilling conclusion of mission 2 of Gunsnakes. We've got 2 session 2s lined up for Gunsnakes now.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Thank you, DM Dave, for putting this together. And thank you guys for your participation. And thanks to anybody who watched us in these shenanigans. And if it's your first time watching us, please hit that follow button down the bottom right-hand side of the screen. And stay tuned for other things that we do that is not Gunsnakes. Let's see here. I think we have a relatively short week this week, but we will be off tomorrow. However, Tuesday, we're going to pick back up with Conan, Adventures in Age Undreamed Of. The Dead May Sleep. The party makes their way to a city of gloom and despair, overcome with nightmares and earthquakes, violence permeating the very minds of the citizens. The 2 artifacts of the dead god in their possession become increasingly erratic. They still don't know what to do with them, but they know they don't want the bad guys to have them. Then Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Dungeons of Drakenheim. This week on Dungeons of Drakenheim, our party finds themselves in the mercy of a time loop. Do they have what it takes to escape before the time runs out forever? There's only one way to find out, and that's by tuning in this week on Dungeons of Drakenheim, where our party finds themselves in the mercy of a time loop. Do they have what it takes to escape before time runs out forever? There's only one way to find out, and that's by tuning into this week's Dungeons of Drakenheim. Our party finds himself in the mercy of a time loop. Do they have what it takes to escape before time runs out forever? There's only one way to find out, and that's by tuning in this week. Then on Thursday, we have a special Thanksgiving cookie trek. That's become one of our holiday traditions, so if you don't have anything else to do on Thanksgiving, come spend it with some of us, because we'll be here. I do believe Friday we are off, and then I think Sunday we should be back for Tomb of Annihilation, I guess. I don't think we're missing anybody.
As far as I know.
Anybody that week.
Yep, as far as I know, we're back there. Otherwise, we'll be either back here or back in space.
I believe we have a write-up for that. Final countdown.
Some
After a month of grueling travel through the godforsaken jungles of Chult, the accursed lost city of Omu, and Akarella's tomb of the 9 gods, the intrepid adventurers have finally found their soulmonger and the foul creature that is feeding upon it. The conduit between the two is severed, and Asarak has appeared in the flesh. It's go time. All right. So thanks again, everybody. Let me see if I can throw a quick raid together here. Boop, 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 boop. That's not the right button. Let's see here. There's the raid button. What do we got? What do we got going on tonight? I don't think we've ever rated this one. Hellions at the table. Let's give them a shot. So thanks again, everybody. Please join us at the raid as we oh wait. Oh, we had a little bot pop in there, it looks like. Yeah, so please join us in for the raids. Share your love for tabletop role-playing game streams, and we'll see everybody next time. Bye, everybody.